underwear super easy growing up. I'd buy Hanes, and I'd write little S's on my Hanes. That way everyone would know that those underwear were property of Sh-hane's. Which also explains my nickname growing up, Chocolate Stain Sh-hane. I grew up in North Dakota. Joke's on me. Everything that you've heard about North Dakota is true. If you haven't heard anything about North Dakota, it's true. Being from North Dakota, I didn't get the best education growing up, and I realized that when I left, I realized that my grammar skills were subpar. And the last time I went back to North Dakota, I was telling my buddy, I was like, dude, compared to the rest of the country, we have the worst grammar. And my buddy said, that may be true. We may not be as smart as everyone else, but I bet we're funner. Funner. Dude, a homeless man, this is a true story for everyone. A homeless man tried to fight me on the beach earlier today. He walked up to me and he said, let's go, you big titty bitch. Yes! Which hurt my feelings, and I would have fought him, but I know that someone would have videotaped it, and they would have put it on YouTube, and they would have titled it, Two Homeless Dudes Fighting on the Beach. I'm on Tinder, and I recently had a girl come over to my house from Tinder, and we were going back to my bedroom, and she stopped me and she said, Sh-hane, I just want to tell you now that I'm a squirter. And I told her, I'm like, if you pee in my bed, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, don't fucking pee in my bed, dude. While we were having sex, I was like, oh my gosh, your pussy feels so good. And she's like, whoa, she's like, don't say the word pussy, dude. And I was like, what am I supposed to say? And she said, call it a yoni. That's what the ladies want you to call it nowadays. It's a yoni, which is like, I think Indian for vagina. And so I told her, I was like, Yoni, meet Tony. And Yoni and Tony became great friends, but Yoni and Tony did not use protection, and now Tony has got the measles. I'm 210 years old. Fuck, I fucked that up. I'm 322 months old. I go by months because I'm a big baby. I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend is 210 years old in dog years. I go by dog years because she has a dog face and she's a bitch. I'm just kidding, I don't have a girlfriend anymore because of the dog joke. People are always telling me that I look like Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I don't see it. People tell me I look like Brendan Fraser. I don't see it. People tell me I look like John Mayer. Nice. People tell me I look like Jar Jar Binks. Misa no see it. It's going good. If they come back in, I remembered a wedding joke. But no, don't worry about it. I was on an airplane recently, and whenever I go on an airplane, I always try to use a window seat. That way I can put my little neck pillow in the corner, like jam my head in, and I can lean to the side. But the only problem with choosing a window seat is that if you have to pee or poop, you have to get up and make the walk in front of everyone, and they only give you like that much space, like there's a tiny amount of space, and sometimes there's 4 or 5 people you have to pass, and you have to make that decision. Do I go butt first, or do I go crotch first? And for me, personally, it's a person-to-person decision. For example, butt, crotch, butt, crotch, butt, crotch. I was excited about, like, when I thought of that joke, I was like, you're gonna point at everyone and call me either butt or crotch. But, no. The last time I was on one of those flights, when I looked up and I looked down the aisle and there's a bunch of children and I don't want to butt and crotch a bunch of children, so I'm like, maybe I can hold it. So I sit back down and I try to squeeze out a fart, and the mother of the children, she's sitting closest to me, she looks at me and she says, do you need to go to the bathroom? I wonder what face I was making when I was pushing that fart out. Because she knew. She had 3 little boys though. So she knows poop face. I didn't always fly economy though. When I was younger, my dad would dress me up in a suit and tie, and we'd always be the last people on the plane, and we'd tell the flight attendants, be like, hey, are there any seats open in first class? We kind of look the part. And if they had any seats open up front, they'd move us to the front of the plane. But then after 9/11, they changed the rules, and the only way they could move you to the front of the plane is if you had a medical reason. So I would tell the flight attendant, I'd be like, hey, excuse me, I have a nut allergy, and the man next to me smells strongly of nuts. So they moved me to the front of the plane. And then recently they changed the rules again, and now they actually have a nut-free zone for people with nut allergies. So I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, excuse me, the man next to me smells like nuts. I was wondering if I could get a different seat. And she's like, yes, follow me. And instead of going to the front of the plane, we went to the back of the plane, and they put me behind a sign that said, no nuts. So every time someone went to the bathroom, they'd walk back, they'd say, no nuts, my face. There were 4 bathrooms in back. 3 of them were normal bathrooms. The 4th bathroom was a no nut allowed bathroom. All the bathrooms should be no nuts allowed. Nice. That's funny. I had sex with this girl recently, and the day after we had sex for the first time, we were hanging out on the beach. And out of nowhere, for no reason, she looks at me and she goes, Sh-hane, you're the fattest guy I've ever had sex with. Which hurt my feelings, and I would have fought her, but I know that someone would have videotaped it, and they would have put it on YouTube, and it would have been titled, 2 big titty bitches fighting on the beach. Yeah. I want to hear all he's got. I think you guys will like this one then too. So my dad, whenever he talks to me, he always likes to kind of live through me in the dating world, and he'll ask me questions about the dating scene, and I have to tell him, I'm like, Dad, dude, things are different, man. Like, remember back in the day when it was an insult to call someone a butt licker? It's not an insult anymore. Nowadays, people are proud butt lickers. The kids call it eating ass. And when I told my dad, he couldn't believe it. He's like, really? You guys are licking butts? I was like, yeah, we're licking butts, dude. And he's like, well, do you take girls on dates or you just licking their butts? And I said, Dad, we can't go on dates, dude. Because let's say we go out for sushi, and an hour later we're licking butt. Eating sushi, licking butt. That's how you get salmonella.
Eating booty like groceries.
Yeah. I feel like you're all looking at me like I'm a butt licker.
Yeah.
I have never licked a butt, but I've been this close a few times. And I was right there and I was looking at it. And it was looking back at me. And I thought, well, you are cute, but I don't know. So I decided to blow on it, just a quick. And what I expected to happen is, have you guys ever blown in a cat's face?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you blow in a cat's face, they put their ears back and they're like, dude, get away from me, what are you doing? That's what I expected to happen. That's not what happened. It blew back. And it sounded like this.
Oka choka dinka. Solo.
That's my job of the butts impression. My name's Sh-hane. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Aloha. Thanks, Brian.
Keep going for Sh-hane. They always talk about licking butts.